Hey, everybody, and welcome to our New Year's Eve episode. If you offend easily, I'm gonna just put you in the corner like it's the Blair Witch Project. Alright? Don't bring that energy today. It's the wrong way to end the year and start a new one. Alright? I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a quick generalized reading for the next year. And I say quick and generalized because obviously I can't get into details for all of you, and this may not exactly apply to everyone because each of you have your own paths this coming year. But I will do a broad, general read, an overview month by month, and you can do with it as you will because, yeah, all right? Welcome to the new year, folks. Let's see what we get. For the month of January. Wow. Okay, so we start off with a reverse King of Cups. Now, this would be someone who's really, I want to say like there's a lack of emotional restraint, lack of emotional control, someone who's really overflowing in a way that emotionally may be too much, too explosive, expressed the wrong way. All right. But the general energy is someone whose emotions did not get kept in check. We're also coupled with a reverse tower. Now, good or bad, the tower is usually a representation of you can't build something new until something old is destroyed. All right? You need the room. You just need the room. I mean, you could remodel the building, but you'd still wind up changing enough of it. It's still a rebuild. All right? But the metaphor as it is, the tower in reverse, this is more like an indication of you need to get up and actually tear that structure. You may want to put the manual labor into making it happen. I mean, especially coupled with the next card, we have a Hermit card. No, take a little bit of time to maybe turn over a new leaf. Get your emotions back in order. I mean, it's always a good time for resolutions, but this looks like a major structure in your life needs to change. And if you were looking for a win, the time is now. All right? February. Woohoo! We have, oh, lovely, a Ten of Pentacles, indicating financial benefit, financial success, some financial stability, basically getting to reap the rewards at this point. We have a reverse Eight of Pentacles. Now that's you may have reaped the rewards, but that's telling me that you didn't get there on your own. Now, I'm going to flip the next card before I finish interpreting that 8 because I think oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I was worried that it would change things, and yeah, that pretty much confirmed. Okay. This Ten of Pentacles appears to be someone of a higher category, at the risk of saying it. We're looking at someone who acts a bit more like the well-to-do instead of those down here in the everyday world. All right, down here in reality. The Eight of Pentacles indicates someone who earned their finances on the backs of others. The Ace of Swords, they didn't get up and do the work themselves. They did the same old thing. Someone who succeeded doing the same old thing and not doing the work themselves. So apparently that's a theme around February. All right. Queen of Wands in the upright position, which is really pretty card. All right. Queen of Wands in the upright position. So we have the woman who's ready to lead, the woman who's ready to guide the light the way for others, the woman who may be a symbol, a beacon, a lighthouse even. And that's this March. We also have an Ace of Wands. Starting something new. New ideas, new beginnings, new chapters. Starting something. She's coming in with plans, folks. Right? And as always, I say queen, I say she, but actually it's he, she, they, them, all. I don't care. All right? Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Again, we're dealing with someone who... This may be in reaction to the financial situation because we have our Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine, of course, is having the, like, you've made yourself a part of your work. You've made yourself into your work is it's almost like a renowned work. The work is associated with you, not stand alone. You and the work are as one. So, this could be This could technically be someone who has some health concerns because pentacles are also health as well as money, but yeah. I'm gonna move on to April. See what we get. All right. Strength in reverse. So if we were wondering if there was a health condition, apparently we are on the right track. All right. Because, I mean, strength of will, strength of mind, strength of heart, strength of spirit, strength of body. Like it can apply to any level. But considering the cards we're just talking about someone who might have ill health and coupled with that coming up straight up in April, all right. Oh, but 10 of Cups. We do have a situation of now, tens are usually like an ending, a finale, but being with the cups, it's like an ultimate satisfaction, an ultimate happiness, the greatest end goal you could hope for. You know, the legacies that come from from generations, because you can see the you can see the mom, the dad, the children, the next generation. You can see it's the legacies, legacies. All right. One more for the month of April. Oh, Five of Cups. I like the way that looks. All right. I really like the way that looks. And it's in the upright position. So this is a card where something is lacking. Something is not enough. There's generally a concept of discontent. Maybe even again with the whole illness aspect. Somebody who's not getting enough of what they need. They're generally with cups, an emotional resource has been not present or not enough. All right. So we have that going on. You may, and basically, it looks to me like you may want to pay attention to a matriarch-esque figure. Again, don't read into that as far as specific matriarch, but it is generally a nurturing, motherish energy. All right. May. Four of Cups. So we have someone who is not appreciating what they've got. All right. So this is someone who has three perfectly good cups full in front of them and they're looking out to see what else is out there instead of appreciating what they have. Maybe a lesson to you all and hey, appreciate. Stop and be thankful and grateful. Oh, wow. Eight of Cups. You know, this one doesn't look a whole lot different than the Five of Cups. I do just want to point that out. Okay, that's kind of similar there. All right, Eight of Cups. This is someone who's they're walking away from a situation that no longer serves them. You know, they've checked through all the cups. There's nothing in there that they want anymore. It's not there. It's dry. It's become a desert. So they're moving on to the next thing. There's no point in looking back. All right. Oh, King of Pentacles in reverse. We're going to show him to you upright. So this is someone who tried so hard and got so far. Yeah, this is someone who made the ultimate efforts and did not get. Now, whether they made the right efforts, questionable. Whether they kind of got bent over by life, possible as well. I can tell you that the situation they're walking away from made them unhealthy. All right. June. Four of Pentacles. We have someone who's kind of being miserly, hoarding a situation. It's mine, 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 all mine. All right. Mine. So, yeah, we have someone who is taking all of the resources, keeping it for themselves, not wanting to share. Some might call that waiting and preparing for a rainy day. Depends on how you want to see it. All right. And this is June I'm on. Okay. Five of Swords. Y'all, I want to double check my reference deck, the Cat People Tarot versus this one, the Neon Tarot. But I want to say this one is kind of like many people who are battling one another. Relatively equal. I want to double check that because I'm not 100% because I know the Five of Wands I might be confusing this with. So let's find out because I actually have my reference deck in order for a change. Isn't that a miracle? Oh, I say that, but that's like the third knot I've attempted to get out of it. Alrighty, folks, let's see what's going on here. We have a Five of Swords. 7, 6, 5. Even I'm sitting there blink, blink. Okay, so this would be like someone who's finished the work. The battle is over. You've done all you can. Now that's all there's left to do is the cleanup, the cleanup of the dead, the cleanup of those who didn't succeed in the battle or survive the battle, emotionally, mentally, physically. Okay, it's meant basically the battle's over. Time to fix what you screwed up. That's rough. And the last card for June. Oh, wow, the Empress. We have someone who we're going to stand strong no matter what happened. Again, with that matriarch energy going on. Okay, again, with a reference to that. This may be a clue to follow, see where it goes. This may be the light you've been waiting for. She's also usually the essence of, oh, what's the word I'm looking for here? All that is matronly slash, I hate to put it like this, but procreative. Again, art projects, endeavors, businesses, doesn't necessarily have to be kids, but it can be a possible. She might be pregnant, and the Empress is usually a mother-ish energy, but I'm not feeling that strongly. I just wanted to kind of throw that out there that, hey, that could also be going on for June as well. But coupled with the fact that we have someone who's finished and saving up for the rainy day, this would almost be like taking the chance to go in a new direction, which you were going to do anyway, right? I mean, that was kind of the whole point. Finishing up the old, gathering your resources, moving on to the new. July. Oh, Seven of Cups. You have many options of the things you want, the things you desire. In fact, there may be too many options. We may have a bit of excess going on here. Too many options can get a person stuck, can make a person panic, can make a person sit there and go, well, which one's the right one? They all are. Just pick one already. Y'all have no idea how many times I preached till I was blue in the face at my customers when I was working at the psychic store. What do I do? There's no wrong answer. But which one do I choose? Any. Well, which one's the best? They're all great. Smack, smack, smack. They're all great. Just pick one. Stop waiting and just pick one already. That's July. Oh, the Chariot. You can't go forward until you get your act together. All right? Everybody must be facing the same direction in order for the Chariot to move forward. So if you don't get off your keister and make a choice, you ain't going nowhere. All right. Let's see what else we got. For the month of July, oh, Reverse High Priestess. You ain't listening to advice, are you? You can change this. You can change the fact that you kind of get your core rocked and shaken and possibly even your faith put on notice. Okay? So you can change that outcome. It's not too late. You're being told 7 months in advance. If it happens, you don't did it to yourself. That's all I'm going to say. In fact, that's kind of been my theme of today is consequences. Sometimes the best way you can love someone is to step back and let them face their consequences. August. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. We were just talking about that. What goes down must come up. What goes up must go down. So the wheel turns. We have apparently you getting your core rocked like that creates a big dynamic change. Big consequence by August. Page of Cups. This is usually your pregnancy card right here. This is usually a baby. Can also be an immature person, a young person, a child. It's usually a baby card or a child card. Offspring, folks. And for August, what else? What are these consequences about? Knight of Wands. Y'all. Okay, I understand he's in the upright position, but y'all, We have a consequence, we have a baby, and we have a guy on a horse riding off. I'm just saying. Okay? Read that for yourself. I know he's in the upright position, but y'all. I mean, Knight of Wands is usually someone who really wants to show they're an apprentice, they're hot-headed, they're usually strong-willed because they have something to prove. Good luck. By September. Oh, Nine of Wands. I'm going to double check that. But if I'm not mistaken, that's usually your high stress, your high anxiety. In fact, I'm very sure. I'm very sure. I'm not going to check that. That's your high anxiety. That's your worries, your woes, that which keeps you awake at night, kind of stacking up. It's also an aspect of you kind of stuck waiting in the stress, waiting to see what happens next, waiting for something to give. Like you're kind of stuck. I do want to double check that. I'm already going back into my reference deck, which means I got to fight that knot again. But I do want to double check. And you see, I actually have a mental image in my mind of another deck that I'm recognizing the image from, because I have read for a lot of decks over the years. I want to look at it. Oh, paranoia. Looking over one's shoulder. Nice to be corrected. Someone who can't necessarily trust the situation going on around them, feeling too many eyes on them, feeling too much pressure on them, trying to get out of a circumstance that's just a bit too much. So I was on the right track, but I was not right. So we've got that corrected now. See, I'm not going to seal that deck up this time. All right. So that was September start. Justice by mid-September, and I think that's hilarious considering we're on the month of September, oh Libras out there. So it is making right of a situation, possibly a legal circumstance, probably more of a karmic circumstance. But it's in the upright position, indicating that justice will be done. If any month would be the one, that would be the one. And ending September with an Ace of Pentacles. If you were looking for a payout, there it is. If you were looking for a new job, there it is. If you were looking for your new opportunity, there it is. All right. October. Temperance, the balance of things. I always like Temperance because she's so confident in her abilities. She doesn't even really watch what she's doing as she pours from one to the other, which she's not doing it in this deck, but in most decks you can see her pouring. It's having true mastery over what you do. You can feel it in every sense of you to know to know. All right, having that absolute balance. Okay, Knight of Swords in reverse. Now there's our guy who's, and again, there's our person who, in reverse, we have a very aggressive, hot-headed person. We have someone who's potentially even dangerous. Their sword really wants to get some action. All right. This also can indicate someone who is acting out of either cowardice, weakness, or otherwise nefarious source. All right, so keep that in mind. And this was October. Death card. Oh, that's always lovely. Great change, great ending, great. The transitioning of the ending from one, then the beginning of the new. All right, don't freak out just because it's a death card. I know it's tempting to, but this looks more like, hey, the cycle switches, which you've been in that cycle for a bit now, according to this, so. November, we have a Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You ain't planting your crops, you're getting nothing. If you don't plant, you don't reap. Flat out. And being in reverse, it's saying you may have missed an opportunity to do so. Take another look. This is November. Six of Swords. Moving on to smoother waters. Getting your safety on. Basically, you've overcome the battle. Time to move on to something safer and better. So that could also indicate that your previous field might have been not worth your time. So you got to get all cards involved. All right. End of November, Two of Swords. It's blind balance, which I know we're getting that theme a lot going on. So here's hoping that the general theme of 2026 is balance. and consequences. The two are kind of hand in hand this year from the looks of it. But it's the putting right to order. And that's December. Am I on December? I want to double check because I may have lost count, folks. Yeah, I'm on December. Okay. Starting of December, middle of December, Three of Swords. We have heartbreak. We have betrayal. We have someone who is emotionally suffering or emotionally wounded. It's the broken heart card. Not a good way to end the year. No. Oh, wow. Reverse Knight of Cups. Y'all got to do it in December? Really? Y'all got to end your year on a bad note? Y'all. Where's the good energy anymore? I'm going to pull a quick overview card for the entire year. And then y'all, it's over 20 minutes. And this has kind of gotten a little... So, Queen of Cups. Keep your wits about you. Keep your emotions about you. You want to make it through the year, you've got to make your emotional well-being a priority. Because apparently the year itself is not doing much helping. Or actually it is, because it's putting karmic rights to order, but not everybody's going to think that's a good thing. We're getting some balance, folks. We're getting some lessons. Keep your emotional wits about you. Take care of your heart. Take care of yourself. Have a happy new year, folks. I'm not going to see y'all until next year. I know, such a lame old one. I always hated they do it, and here I am doing it at my age. Bye, y'all.